Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And you are the media now because the media is collapsing. We're going to talk about CNN posting some of its lowest ratings in 24 years. 24
Well, we
years.
know MSNBC lost like half their audience.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. It's not good. Basically, everyone is giving up on mainstream media.
Well, they're probably like, I listened to you and I'm blindsided because you lied, you know? And you were telling me this, this, and this, and then it turned out that wasn't true.
They were all running with the narrative that Kamala Harris was a slam dunk. She
and Project 2025 was Trump's thing, and women were going to lose their rights.
Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, all this bullshit.
Yeah, and so I think a lot of people are like, well, wait a second. If you lied to us about that, what else did you lie about? And we're starting to see some really deranged, ridiculous behavior from the ladies of The View.
More so than normal, guys.
More so than normal. Like, Whoopi, holy hell. I mean, she's flipped out on people before, but the last couple, she might actually wind up getting ABC sued over the cupcake.
Yeah, that's what people think that she might have, yeah.
Because that was defamatory, and they can prove that, you know, they told the truth. They said, we can't handle your large order because the boiler wasn't working.
And they said there was a work order, you know, permits filed for the boiler to be fixed. So, who knows?
So we'll talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Go out to clownfish-.com if you want to support us directly. We have all kinds of exclusive content, podcasts out there. We're going to be doing more over there. We also have merchandise. And if you don't want to go to the website, you can actually go to locals too. So same content. We're going to post it over there. Now you do get a merchandise discount if you join through the website, if you want to buy some merch.
But everybody can buy merch.
Anybody can buy merch, but you get a little bit cheaper if you join through the site. But we're happy to have you on locals too. We'd like to do more with Rumble. We just got to see if we can make the numbers work. So numbers that aren't working are CNN's
and
numbers.
MSNBC, yeah.
And MSNBC. So this is kind of shocking. Like, I thought it was just a short term, like, okay, well, they took a dip for a day or two because people are probably sick of hearing about the election. No, this is like historic lows. CNN posts lowest rated Tuesday in critical demo in 24 years. CNN posts the worst Tuesday performance among key demographics since the Clinton administration.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at that headline. Pelosi, guns, God, and gays led to the loss.
Sounds like an album. Guns, God, and gays.
That's a band name. It's Guns, God, and gays.
So Fox News, which is actually picking up quite a few viewers. And it's so weird. Like, we talked about the election night, and you can see the difference in tone on CNN and MSNBC compared to Fox News. Fox News was like a freaking party.
Yeah, but I will say though, they were not as quick to call things.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to repeat of what happened last time.
Well, they knew it was in the bag at that point, right? They're like, okay, well, we're just gonna sit over here and party, and then let them figure out that they lost. Long struggling CNN had its smallest Tuesday audience in 24 years this week among the demographic most coveted by advertisers. That is important.
25 to 54.
Yep. CNN averaged only 61,000 viewers from 25 to 54 on November 11th. Its smallest audience on a Tuesday since 2000.
Dang.
When Clinton was in the White House.
Oh my God.
CNN also has worse, and that's back then, like, yeah, they
were a lot bigger back then.
They were, yeah.
As far as being like a linear network and stuff.
I'll tell you what happened with CNN. Basically, CNN and MSNBC, when Trump got elected, they went all in on the anti-Trump rhetoric, and they rode that train. And then after he was gone, it was about bashing the right-wingers that were trying to, skirt the pandemic rules and all that crap. And then we were leading up to the next election. And then they kept telling people things are fine. Right? They were all like, because I was seeing these clips come up on YouTube, and I'm like, I don't know where they're getting their polling data from, but I don't think this is right. They're like, oh yeah, she's going to completely destroy him. It's no contest. Nobody wants Donald Trump again, according to our exit poll, polling these academics from Berkeley. They're all saying that they don't want Donald Trump, so he's not going to win. They said they had the worst turnout during daytime programming in a decade on Tuesday, as the struggling network managed only 60,000 average demo viewers from 9 through 5. People aren't watching network news.
They're also probably at work in that age range, but whatever.
Yeah. But I think what's going on, and this is why AOC was flipping out, is that they realize that for news, people are tuning into YouTubers, podcasters. That's why Joe Rogan is huge. Even if it's not like straight up news, but it's commentary. But you can't say that CNN and MSNBC are just straight up news. It's definitely skewed. It's definitely commentary. Since CNN failed to gain viewers despite President-elect Donald Trump's victory over Vice President Kamala Harris, the news has barely slowed up since Trump made history by becoming just the second president ever to win non-consecutive terms. With Harris's concession, breaking stories about his cabinet picks, they're just not watching it. They're just nonstop flow of breaking news hasn't helped CNN. Since Election Day, CNN averaged only 403,000 total day viewers compared to 2.2 million for Fox News. So they're strutting a little bit. CNN has an even smaller share of the cable news audience during the primetime hours of 8 to 11, as the struggling network has managed only 483 total viewers since Election Day compared to 3.4 million for Fox News. Wow, that's not great.
No, that's not great it's not good. And but I'm telling you, what's going on is people are like, we were blindsided. You are lying to us. Yeah. They feel like they've been lied to.
And, maybe people are actually, maybe they're detaching from the news cycle, right? Maybe they're so sick of hearing about it that they just don't want to, because, it's been nonstop, blah, blah, blah.
They're making themselves sick over it. And a lot of it's speculation.
A lot of it's speculation. We've got people, I think we talked about in the other video, that there are people out there like prepping for the end times. Like, this is something you would expect the right to do, but we've got people on the left being like, we're literally going to live the Handmaid's Tale. We need to get all the water we can get and divorce our husbands. I'm like, what?
I wish we were kidding, but we're not.
No, there's like widespread panic. And then there's some guy on Reddit I saw today. He was complaining that his wife left him. It was in the polyamorous subreddit. Okay. His wife left him for another man because that man voted for Trump. I'm like,
for real?
Yeah.
Is that not a joke?
It's hard to tell. I cannot. I would have thought that these posts on Reddit were all fake, but then you see like that socialist meeting that we had in the other video, the Blue Sky video. It's like, oh my God, these people actually exist. These kinds of people actually exist.
Now they're all on Blue Sky.
Yeah. So MSNBC didn't do very well. They only got 6 million viewers. And I think a lot of people were watching them on the hope that Rachel Maddow would flip the hell out. I don't see a future for network news like this going forward. I don't see a need for multiple channels that just spew out the same garbage, night after night. And if the country's sentiment isn't as anti-Trump as it was in 2016, how are you going to sustain that? You're going to have to just stick to facts. You're going to have to go back to just reporting the news. And I don't know if they can. I think that they pivoted so hard away from just reporting the news that nobody's going to watch them. If you did that. It's going to be too boring, right? I mean, people used to watch CNN in the background and it was like just elevator music, right? It was like, oh, hey, baby Jessica's in the well and all that stuff. I remember that when I was a kid. But like, nobody's going to go back. They're not going to watch it. They're going to listen to their news someplace else.
Well, yeah, because they don't trust them now. No. I mean, and the same thing happened with kind of Fox last time because they were like saying, oh, they won and they had to walk it back or whatever. But it was such a shock to so many. And then these people aren't learning anything. You have some people who are learning, but most of them just aren't learning a damn thing and they're doubling, tripling down. And they're just going to continue this bullshit. And people are just like, nope, I'm not listening to it anymore. Because I just know. And some people are walking away too because they don't want to be upset all the time. You know?
I think that's part of it. But I think
normal people are just, it's life as usual.
I mean, I'm not noticing any difference. Like when we go out in public and like people don't seem like they're prepping for Armageddon, but we don't live in Portland either. No. So who the hell knows? But I think the advertisers leaving, that is key because eventually if the money runs out, the show goes off the air. And CNN
I think it needs to go off the air already.
CNN's been in trouble for a while. MSNBC's been in trouble for a while.
And they're paying people like ridiculous amounts of money too.
Yeah, well, CNN, you missed that video, but they said they're going to be laying off hundreds of staffers. And they're going to expect their on-air talent to do more of the heavy lifting. Basically, they're going to have to be like YouTubers and podcasters where they do a lot of their own shit. And I don't know if they can hack it.
I think I was on that one. But and I think MSNBC, they need to get rid of some people because I think Rachel Maddow gets paid ridiculous amounts of money.
Tens of millions of dollars a year.
And she's full of shit half the time. So,
Yeah. So there we go, guys. This is how the mainstream media ends, I think, at least for now. And I don't know what the future looks like. I don't think anybody really knows what the future looks like, but people are rejecting them, and time marches on. We got to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Join the reef. Go to clownfish-.com. That's clownfish-.com. You will get exclusive access to podcasts and videos and comic strips and more, as well as merch discounts. Check it out. If you were a member, you could get this t-shirt, this dismal t-shirt on our website. You'd get a 10% discount on that. You can also join in the community on clownfish-.com. Thank you so much for the support.